In the Stands podcast, powered by Conditioned Air Systems for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Please check out their contact info in the link below for a great local company. Hey everyone, before we get started, a quick shout out to our amazing silver sponsors who have also helped make this show possible. Turnkey Facility Maintenance, keeping your facilities clean with all your commercial janitorial needs. M&R Rental for all the small and large equipment rentals in the area. And Young at Heart Design, providing all the swag here on the podcast and for local school systems around here. Thank you to all of you. We appreciate you and we need you. In the Stands podcast, episode 13, lucky 13, that's actually my favorite number.
Same here.
Andy Roberts, Jason Loggins.
What up?
Tony Cash.
Hey.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to do a little quick recap here. First, cross country state championships coming up this weekend. Good luck to everybody in Hall County. As we've covered that this year, we all know runners putting up some great times. I know most regionals was this past weekend, and the North Hall took top spots in theirs. But again, we've got some runners all over the county, and everybody's going to meet up in Carrollton this Saturday. So we'll be sharing results next week. Good luck to everybody. Hopefully we'll see some state champions come out of that.
That's right.
Yep.
So, into the softball week last week or on Saturday, Cherokee Bluff made it to the finals yet again. Lost a tough one. What was the team, Harlem?
No, it's Heritage.
No, Heritage.
But, yeah, same team that put them out last year.
I think they won 3 in a row now, that team. So,
Wow.
props to Cherokee Bluff for getting there. Lady Trojans fell short, and Flowery Branch for obviously making it to the state. Just looking forward to next year and the teams that are going to be vying for postseason.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Football, we ended the regular season last week. We only have a few teams left, so we'll start with the 5A bracket. Gainesville looks like they'll be hosting Dunwoody. It looks like everybody has a statewide bye, by the way. There's no football this week.
I noticed that. Well, I saw a few teams didn't play till the next Friday.
Yeah, so I looked at the Bluffs calendar this week for practice, and it says that it's a statewide bye. So everybody gets a bye week. But Gainesville hosting Dunwoody. Then we have Flowery Branch. Looks like they'll be hosting Ware County. Great job to Flowery Branch in the 4A playoffs. Then we have North Hall will be hosting Mount Zion Jonesboro. And then Cherokee Bluff will be on the road going down to Peach County.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit of a haul down there. And we beat them in baseball this past postseason, so they're probably going to be looking to really get after us.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And then last but not least, Lanier Christian, they are in the semifinals. They are the number 1 seed hosting this Friday against Cherokee Christian at their place. So good luck to all the teams that are still in.
Good luck, LCA, and you might want to be on the lookout for In the Stands podcast there.
Spoiler alert.
So. Come cheer you guys on. Lakeview went down this past Friday, so they're out. Tough game. Banged up team. So anyways, just ran out of gas here at the end.
Yep.
Competition cheerleading. We want to cover this. Very, very hard to find results. I know, and that's probably a lot of people's complaints because you don't read much about the competition cheerleading. I know a lot of work goes into that sport, but it's hard to find the results. So any help anybody could give us, that'd be great. I know there was a couple huge competitions these last few weekends, so just help us out there. Again, coming up, swimming, wrestling, basketball. You want to get the three of us excited. You talk about basketball season. That 'tis the season. We all love it. Again, going to be a lot of fun watching these teams in Hall County. Lanierland, one of our favorites. You'll see us there daily. I know, looking at Gainesville this year, size, they're going to look like giants out there.
Yeah.
Just had another transfer come in. I think we may have talked about it.
Yep.
Close to 7 foot. They already had 2 6'7", a 6'5". Going to be fun to watch them. Going to be hard to beat them. You've got Lakeview, who's got a new look this year. It's going to be pretty much all guards, but a lot of shooters on that team. They're going to get up and down the court. It's going to be a lot of fun. This team actually, as I've watched them a little bit in the fall, few practices. Benji Wood, the scheme he runs, it's for a team like this. So they'll be fun to watch. East Hall, going into this, I know Loggins and I talked a lot about East Hall. We had them picked to maybe even upset games with Lanierland.
Yes.
That was going to be one of our favorite games to watch. And we talk about you never know in sports, coaching through adversity. And as we hear now, East Hall may hit the court to start this season with not one starter from last year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of variables there. Go from maybe a player graduating early, start his college career, to injuries, a couple transfers, and now all of a sudden, coach may be going in the season with not one starter from last year. And
Yeah, but he'll have them ready though. He's one of the best coaches around too.
I
so
agree with that.
I believe in Coach Dix. So
Yeah. It's still got to be tough, though.
oh,
But
it's
we talked about it, though, a couple weeks ago. Next man up,
that's right.
Definitely. And they've still got athletes here. It's not by any means the season's over. And you're
No.
right, he's one of the best in this county.
Mhm.
So he'll come up with something. Have them ready. I think Cherokee Bluff is supposed to be pretty good again.
They are. They lost 2 key seniors last year in Boston Kirsch and Underwood, but no, they reloaded. They got a great junior and senior class right now, so it's going to be exciting to watch them.
That'll be fun. I know if Lakeview gets past Flowery Branch, that'll be first round matchup in Lanierland, and
Yeah.
Cherokee Bluff moves on. It's going to be a Lakeview Cherokee Bluff rematch, which just a little inside info on that. Lakeview is looking for that game, a little redemption, maybe that karma train. I think there was a little bit of, you even talked about it, Cash, a little bit of trash talk and maybe
yeah,
some
that's
cussing
right.
going on that
I
court.
wouldn't say a little bit.
Yeah, so
Made me blush at times.
Lakeview's looking to ride that karma train back in there this year, and that should be a good basketball game if those two match up. So, anyways, we love basketball. Going to be covering a lot of it, but again, wrestling's big in the
Yeah.
county, and swimming's already started, so we'll be getting into some of that.
And hopefully we will have a fantasy for the basketball season. So we're trying to piece things together to make it interesting for both boys and the girls.
Yep.
So
Yeah, that was a lot of
excited
fun.
about that.
A lot of fun in football.
Yeah, I will definitely not be eating any more bean boozles. You can bank that, stamp it.
I think you said that the first
He
time.
did. He
the
did.
football.
Well, I just let y'all have that one. So.
Well, one thing we won't do in basketball, we won't do a community team.
So he has a
Yeah,
fighting
so
chance.
he knows he won't come in fourth at least.
Okay,
So
that's okay.
we'll leave the community.
Can't win 'em all.
Lanierland, speaking of that, you're going to see us there. We're looking to do some fun things there with the podcast. As we have learned what we can and can't do,
Yeah.
we've come across streaming. We looked at going live at Lanierland, maybe streaming from there. And not that that's completely out down the road, but as we have researched and started this journey, we've realized that GHSA NFHS has got the sole rights to live streaming.
Yep.
So
They put a big reminder out Saturday on their Facebook page and just a letterhead about streaming, and a lot of people commented on it. I think a lot of people were misinformed. They think that you can't film or video, which you can. You just can't stream it, all right? And
correct.
The people are commenting about NFHS, the quality, no commentating. We watched the Cherokee Bluff game. There's no announcers whatsoever. And that was pretty sad. And on the volleyball we watched when Bluff was in the volleyball last week, they had commentators. So a lot of people up in arms about the quality and having to pay. When you actually make the payment to subscribe, it still says technical difficulties and all that. People were talking about NIL. You're showing my kid out there, what compensation am I going to get and stuff like that. So it's a slippery slope for sure. But just how can we better enhance that? I guess.
That's a great question. I guess curiosity question: is it only in the playoffs that NFHS has exclusive rights, or is it all year long?
From my understanding, it's all
champion. Well, it says championship events. Streaming championship events is what the post says.
That's what the post said, but
Mhm.
there also, I think you're right. It may be where they can stream. I know they've got cameras set up at all. They try to have them at all the high schools, and I even think that they make the high schools pay for the cameras. And or there's
I'm
like
not
an
sure who pays, but I know the high schools are responsible for helping them, and not all of them do. Not all of them set the cameras up. I guess if the high schools don't set them up, they don't stream. But that's where a lot of complaints are coming in, and where I feel like GHSA may have to step in and do something, because I understand NFHS getting the rights to it and what they're trying to accomplish here. Problem is, there's a lot of complaints coming out there. Number one, a lot of people don't even know that NFHS is where you go. I know we're all getting texts now that we're doing this hey, do you know where we can watch this game coming up? Is it streaming somewhere, all that? And a lot of people don't even know NFHS is out there, so it is. But then since last year, I've been a member and watched a few games on it, and to be honest, there are a lot of technical difficulties there. A lot of times they have the scores backwards. One team may show in football 10-7, but they've got the score on the wrong teams. Yeah. They don't have the time clock right, so you don't really know which quarter you're
the
in.
Lenses are dirty. You can't.
Lenses are dirty. There's no commentary. Yeah. And, I get throughout the season for all these games, because you can watch, if it's streaming, you can watch any high school game across the country on this. And so I get it. Okay, there's going to be some challenges to get every game up there. You've got to have the schools buy in for that. But at the same time, there's a lot out there that just is not good quality. And especially once you get into playoffs and all that, you've got to step your game up. If you've got the sole rights to this, we should be able to get on there, watch, community get on there and watch, know what's going on, commentary,
Well, do it all for, if they had commentators for volleyball, do it for softball. It's a big deal. You make it a state championship. You're playing 3 hours away. Obviously, a lot of people can't make that. So let's get some recognition out there for the ladies or whoever it may be in that championship game. That's just me.
No, I agree. I mean, if you're going to sit there and
detailed, so
maybe not in the beginning rounds of Columbus, but when you get into the semifinals and finals, you should be able to have commentators down there speaking, communicating. Watching the Bluff game. Like, it was great to see that they actually had great camera quality, but it's just like, if you're not paying attention and know what's going on, you could be lost in a second, on how fast some of these games go, how fast things change. They definitely need to be able to have commentators. I mean, and if you think about it, Andy, like you said, it's nationwide. It's what, $12 a month? Actually, it's $13.99. I looked last night. You can, they give you the $6 deal if you pay in full. How much money are they bringing in? I mean, I know it's a for-profit entity, so hands down, for good job for them doing that, but they still got to be able to offer great quality, like you said. It's great in theory, but maybe the execution's not where it needs to be, and how do we fix that?
Well, if that's going to be the only source, it needs to be better.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
So, and that's where, GHSA, we need your help to hold them to the standard that they should be held to. And, if they've got the sole rights to it, that's okay. If that's, where, GHSA wants them to have exclusive, that's okay. We're not saying they shouldn't, but if they do, let's get the quality out there. And the community needs to know where they can log in and watch these games. You get a lot of people that can't travel to the games for whatever reason, got multiple kids playing sports, and, you don't want to take a family down there and pay for we all know it's not cheap, especially when you get into the playoffs.
Yeah, you're paying for parking too, and it's just a money pit, I think. So make it worth our while. So
and NIL deal. I mean, that's obviously.
Well, I mean,
somebody, but at the same time, I get nothing's going to be done NIL, but I can understand kind of what people are saying is, hey, if you've got exclusive rights and you're making all this money off of it, and nobody else can go in there and stream, and the athletes aren't getting anything from it, and then we can't even watch, that's a problem.
Yeah. If you think about it too, though, even on Game Changer, if you're streaming that, you can have the AI bot and at least have the ability to tell you what's going on, strike, ball. They should be able to have something similar to that.
You would think.
You would think, but I'm telling you,
when
you Game Changer, it's pretty cool because you can do it. Because if I'm ever trying to keep up with my nephew or anybody else that I'm not able to watch, I can put my phone, put my headphones in, and I can hit the sound, and somebody's keeping me updated. And it's AI. Don't get me wrong; they're going based on what somebody puts in. A lot of people are doing that, especially for softball and baseball. But NFHS should be able to have the same thing.
I agree, and also in fairness, okay, you've got to hold the schools somewhat accountable. If this is how it works, and if HS has got exclusive rights, and okay, they in turn already have agreements with the schools that we need you to put cameras up, you've got to help us here, then the schools should do that. There should be someone on staff that's in charge of that, and it's not that expensive for a good quality camera now that will follow the game. And
No.
It's
Especially with all the money that's being brought in.
it is,
So-
and I don't know if the schools are getting part of the money from NFHS. If they're not, maybe they should be getting a piece of that. But in turn, they need to have all this set
Or
up.
at least get a camera out of the deal. It's like, all right, every school will get a camera.
Exactly.
a
Send them the
high-performance
stuff they
camera.
need.
So,
We'll research that more because now I'm very interested to know, are the schools supposed to be doing this? Is this more on a school level? Is this more on an NFHS level of why it's not getting done correctly? And again, JHSA, if they've got giving an exclusive contract on this, they need to require them to do what
Yeah.
needs to be done.
And I know that I think it's only for the playoffs that they got it exclusive, because I know that I've been able to watch some softball games for Bluff. They've been able to live stream. Same with the baseball team last year. And I know that like at West Hall, they have a great AV program over there. They've streamed some games through their YouTube channel because that's where the kids get to practice and whatnot. So I think it is just the playoffs, but still, it's a big deal in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, if it is, even more so. Get
I
it
mean,
right.
I agree.
No reason we should have a team in the state championship in softball in that poor quality.
Yep.
So, all playoffs should have what everybody needs, but especially state championship games, that should never be a question.
And just, we need to put the value in the kids that are busted their tails to get there.
yeah.
And we keep talking about it. We didn't get to really talk about it, but Cherokee Bluff going up, finishing second in the state was big. I mean, you're right. When we were watching the live stream, we did have commentators. It made it a little bit more fun to watch because you knew what was going on. So,
Did it in volleyball and softball, by the way.
oh yeah, that came.
Yeah, 2 years in a row for the softball team making it to the championship. So they're close. Exciting for the future down there for sure.
Yeah. But
We're going to have to hear you a lot. I know that's.
what? I wore purple for a reason.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We have to hear you
That's
a lot.
good looking swag you got on
It
there.
is, isn't it? Thank you, Christy.
All right. Football playoffs.
Yep.
We're going to see 1, 2, multiple teams in the state championship this year.
Well, like I said, I didn't know this. You had a week off, so it's going to help North Hall with some key injuries they've got. I think they may get one guy back, the lineman, Mason, hopefully. I don't know about Ty. I think he may be a couple weeks out still, but just depends. I haven't researched because they didn't release the AAA bracket until late last night, so I haven't
They
researched.
didn't release any brackets till late.
Yeah, so I don't know how their brackets stacked up. So
Well, I mean, we'll start with Gainesville. So they win. If Brunswick wins and beats Wandabero, they're going to have to travel to Brunswick
Gainesville have to
in the
travel.
second round because Brunswick's the number 1 team. You got Gainesville, number 2 team.
That's why that
Wandabero's
loss was
4, so
huge.
that'd be a long drive to Brunswick.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully they
tough.
leave out Thursday.
they probably will, knowing them.
Flowery
I think they'll
Branch,
be able to.
they'd have to go to Creekside in the second round if they get through Ware County. So, I'm glad they got the host first, but then, talking about that next round, I don't know where Creekside is, but
But Flowery Branch, I'm going to tell you, you look at a playoff football team, and you look at what Flowery Branch, how they ended their season, and
yeah,
they're clicking right now.
They
And
are.
Flowery Branch is one of those teams. They had some losses along the way this year, but they've got all the pieces, and they're definitely a team. If it all comes together at the right time, they could definitely make a run.
Oh yeah.
100%. It'll be exciting to watch them. May have to go to that game as well against Ware County.
Definitely.
And then, like you said, North Hall, they're the number 2 team. See, you're right. I'm glad they're changing. We talk about the playoffs, how they're doing it all next year based on strength of schedule and all that. So it looks like North Hall would be able to host the first 2 rounds and even maybe the third round because of they're the number 2 team overall in the bracket.
Well, like Logan said, I know they're a little bit banged up right now, but as we all know, North Hall, if they execute their game plan throughout, they've got a good chance to be
They
there.
got a great chance.
I'd love to see them there.
They have
When-
depth, so they're really good at.
When they're undefeated, they're throwing the ball, they're slinging it, they're playing defense, they're doing everything. I mean, they got 30 seniors, so they got a seasoned team. So, it's going to be exciting to watch them.
We talked about their defense on here. We even talked about with Coach Pender, and I think we hit a nerve. Coach
Yeah,
Pender went back, and
Oh, no.
since then, he let us know my defense is just fine. And
Yeah.
since then, that defense has
It's been
played remarkable.
Yeah.
And we all know you want to make a state championship run, you better have a defense. Somebody needs to let the Falcons know that, anyways. Sorry.
What about the kicker? Good Lord.
I mean,
I was watching it. I was like, he's going to miss it. Just knowing the Falcons and all that.
No comment.
yeah, we appreciate it. Sorry to go down that
Yeah,
road.
I'm sorry.
No, big. We didn't talk about it, but big win with Cherokee Bluff Friday night against East Hall to get
That
into.
was.
Oh, yeah. Talk
And it was
about
a kickoff. It was a field goal to win it all.
and to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was.
Props to you, field goal kicker.
I didn't go. Obviously, Halloween, Friday night. That was an adventure in itself. I will tell you, though, having Halloween on Friday night with football going on, wasn't as many trick-or-treaters as normal. I heard that from many different neighborhoods that are, like, normally packed. But
Speaking of Halloween and football, Tony Cash and myself, varsity crew, Varsity Blues, ended up in our office
Losers.
Friday. Yeah, we came in second. Don't even get me started there. Listen,
Yeah,
politics are
that is-
everywhere.
Yeah.
100%.
Sore losers. I'm just
They
saying.
definitely come present at work on a Halloween costume
It's
contest.
crazy.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a sore loser, but
It's not some just.
Oh, and I got several. My phone blew up with text message saying I had the best costume. By the way, Ric Flair.
Woo! Who did you pay to text you?
yeah,
I don't have to pay anybody. I'm
You're
just telling
crazy. You're crazy.
you. Okay.
I will say that I didn't deserve to win. I didn't get into the Hulk Hogan.
no, you got into it. You got into character the best. We'll
Yeah.
give you props.
Yeah. He finally won something.
You rebounded from fantasy draft. We're
There
doing
you go.
good.
High five.
I'm good.
Come on.
I know what you're gonna do.
I was gonna give you a high five.
Sure. I got trust issues, man.
Definitely.
We know.
I'm just glad we found out where it came from. Well,
Don't even-
Ninth
ninth
grade
homecoming. I'm
homecoming.
just-
That's exact-
Here we are.
Here's the thing. They say when you want to get through something like that, you have to go to the root cause.
Yep.
And now that you know what that is, maybe at some point we'll go back and talk about that homecoming.
No,
How to
it's
get
over
you
with.
there.
Oh, no,
but
no. We're gonna
it's
have
definitely
to-
not over
it's
with. You've
definitely
never
not.
let that go.
Yeah.
Look, you're getting fired up right now. It's
I'm good.
striking a nerve.
That's good. Move on.
Does she still live in the community?
I don't
Let me
know.
ask you.
I don't know, nor care.
That's a lie.
I think we need to find her bring
No,
some
I think
closure
she's
to this.
down in the south side or something.
That's right. We're gonna maybe we can
Research
somebody
this.
out there that kind of knows the story can go, hey, do some research. We'll set up. I'm sure we'll be able to find an event, have a DJ come, just so you can have at least one or two dances with
this.
her.
Maybe one of our guests at some point will be maybe a therapist, and we can
Oh, there
discuss
we
this.
go.
We hash this out. Anyways, all right, moving on.
Moving on.
All right, looking forward to the winter sports that are about to or getting started, getting fired up here. I know basketball games start here pretty soon.
Yep.
I'm sure the wrestling meets.
No meets.
Meets. They'll be starting. Swimming's already started, and football playoffs. Cross country again this weekend state. So good luck to everybody. Looking forward to these next few weeks. Going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
That's right.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
If you like this episode, please like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube in the Stands Podcast.